Afternoon, everybody. Toolbox Tuesday update on a Thursday because I never do it on the same day. Got a few more things since my last video. Mostly it's things to kind of help organize things a little bit better. I'm getting to the point where I'm running out of room in this box, and I really don't have the budget right now to get another box. And so I've been trying to find little different ways to arrange things and make things fit a little bit better so that I can maximize the space in my drawers instead of having to get a bigger toolbox with bigger drawers. I still would really love to have one of those big, like 54 or 56 inch toolboxes that has the big long socket drawer on the top, and then another one that's a long one for the wrenches like Bruce L has, but I'm just gonna have to drool over his box from afar, I guess. So a few things that I've done a little different. I rearranged some of my drawers. So this drawer, I used to have my vice grips up here as well. So what I've done is kind of made this more of a specialty pliers drawer. Something else that's new is I picked up, these are hose clamp pliers for those radiator hose clamps. All three of my vehicles use the same kind of clamp. So I figured I'd buy a set of those. I found a good deal. Good deal on them. So these are more just kind of like specialty things now. And then what I did was I moved my vice grips down here. So this one's more just like all regular pliers now. So all my vice grips, and then my bigger channel locks, and then my regular ones. So those have moved, and then I did some more moving, and I moved my linesman pliers down here. Just kind of laid these out a little bit differently. So kind of have things more like things together. So screwdrivers really haven't changed. I do have them organized. These ones over here, my flathead ones in the middle is kind of my Phillips. And then I transition into some Torx and then my Robertson. So they're not, I have basically four different kinds of screwdrivers. And then something that's changed in here is I got rid of a bunch of those bits that I had in the black holders. I threw those in my truck. I went through my truck toolbox. I realized I was missing a couple wrenches, so I bought a couple cheap wrenches for it to fill it. And this DeWalt thing, that's one of those angle driver things. I had a small chrome one in here before, but I got that for Christmas, so I figured I'd use a better one in here. So then down here, I moved my speed wrenches down here. I'm going to kind of screw around with this drawer a little bit too and figure out where I put stuff. I just moved some stuff out of that top left corner. That's why it's a little bare right now. So something else that's changed is I got myself one of these trays for the extensions and whatnot. So reconfigured this drawer a little bit. So this one's kind of a mixed match of wobbles and non-wobbles, just because those are the bigger ones. What I'm still doing for the ones that have straight extensions as well as wobble extensions, I'm still doing the thing where some of them go one way, some go the other. So like in this one, it's got straight extensions as well as wobble ones. So the wobble one goes up, the straight ones face down, just like these ones face down, these ones go up because they're wobble. So this just kind of keeps things from rolling around a little bit. And so this is why I moved those speed wrenches out of this drawer, just because I got this organizer. Sockets, did some moving around in here a little bit. I used to have all those extra 1/4 inch drive ones, and I was realizing that I really don't need doubles of all those ones. So what I've done is I actually went through and I figured out what sizes of those that I didn't have in my Westward set. And ended up on the standard and metric, there was only 3 sizes on each that I didn't have. Otherwise, they were all doubles. So what I did was I took the 3 that I needed out, and then I just put those other sockets in the bottom of my big drawer and the bottom of my Snap-on one, because I hate throwing them out. But I also ordered on this little rail here, that's a gear wrench 10mm swivel. I just got the 10mm one because 10mm, that's the size of the pan bolts on the transmission on my truck and my Jeep. And working around the exhaust, it's a real pain in the ass to get to a couple of them. So I'm hoping that having that one swivel socket will help. And then I found these low profile sockets. These are similar to the ones that Bruce L has. If anybody of you watches his videos, he makes really good videos. I found these at Princess Auto. I believe they come, sometimes the kit comes with a low profile ratchet. I only got the sockets, and they do come in a different case. I just got these rails from Princess Auto as well, just so they'll fit a little bit better. So these are the metric low profile ones, and these are the standard ones. I actually think of a few situations where especially the metric ones are going to come really in handy. So I just cleaned that up a little bit. Drill bits changed a little bit. I bundled up the rest of my concrete ones, kind of went through this bin and figured out what was what. So changed that a little bit. I also had a couple smaller packs of bits that I threw in my little yellow toolbox that I keep underneath my workbench because sometimes when I'm working on frame stuff, I need drill bits for drilling certain things. And those are just kind of cheaper ones, or there's some missing. So just threw those ones in there, kind of clean this drawer up a little bit. Like I said, it's mostly just been reorganizing. Today I got in some wrench holders. That red one I picked up, that's a Tecton one. These black ones, these are Ernst. They had a sale on them, so I know they make the ones that flip the other way so you can, you know, read them all the same way, but they're about twice the price of what this one was. These ones were on for $7.50 a piece on sale, so I ordered 6 of them. And then I just kind of, as you'll see, I cut them up as I needed them. So I have both sets of my standard wrenches. Sorry, these are my metric wrenches. Sorry, both sets of my metric wrenches in here. But they take up less room now, and so I was actually able to fit my stubbies up here now too. And then I still have my line wrenches up here. But I find that cleans up the drawer. And then down the road, if there's the odd wrench here and there that I need to add, like I don't have 16mm wrenches. I've never needed one, but if the time comes where I need one, I can always just throw it in the back. The specialty wrench drawers changed a bit. Again, I got a bunch of those Ernst holders. This one is one that I'd bought here in town. It was orange, I painted it black. It was just a cheaper one. I was just kind of playing around with the idea of how this was going to fit. But so I was able to move my crow's feet down here. So I've got my Bergen long wrenches in the back. My crow's feet came in here. These are some new ones I picked up. These were on clearance at Canadian Tire. And like I've said in a previous video, I don't have all the E-Torques that I need for working on my truck. I've used spline sockets to substitute. But these had these wrenches on clearance. So I figured I'd pick up these E-Torques wrenches. I think they were only like $15 or $17 or something. They're pretty cheap. They're regular like 30 or 40. So I got my metric ratcheting ones here. I also ordered, this is just off Amazon. I can't remember the brand. It's just a cheaper 8mm ratcheting wrench, flex head one. I ordered the 8mm. This set went from 10 to 18 and it skipped some sizes, but 8mm is a very common size for my Jeep as well as my truck and my car as well. Especially for GMs, 8mm is a very common size for in the doors and whatnot. So I think that wrench was $4.50. I just bought a cheap one, but I'm to the point now where I'm buying specific tools that I need instead of whole sets, just like I did with that flex socket. I only needed the 10mm. So still my box in ratcheting ones in the back. Those are my Sun-X box in ones, and then these are my SAE ratcheting ones. So that cleaned that drawer up a lot too, and I've found more wrenches in there, and I have more room. Again, like if I find there's a single wrench here and there that I need, I'll have room to just throw it in there. So, and then I did the same thing with my SAE wrenches, and I was actually able to take those Western ones that I had taped together and fit them in this rail and the drawer will close. So again, I wish I had them both going the same way, but it's not much. You can easily read the numbers. Like you can see, you can read what size they are. It's not too much of an inconvenience for me. And I think that just makes it look a lot better. So happy. And again, I got more room if I need to add a size. Probably won't need to add any SAE wrenches, but again, I have 2 sets of everything because certain things you need a wrench on either end. That's why I always have 2 sets of regular combination wrenches. It just, over the years, I prefer to have 2. Anything else? Sockets down the bottom here. Did some rejigging down here too. I got different socket holders for my impact sockets. I used to have them just on like those metal clip ones. So I found these at Princess Auto. They were on sale. And I relabeled them because I don't have some of the sizes. My only complaint is on this one here. Sorry, little tight quarters right now. That one here wouldn't fit, so I had to turn it upside down. But other than that, and then I got some of those wheel sockets. And you see that gold one there is missing the nylon on the outside. I had a lug nut get stuck in it the other day and actually cracked and broke the nylon casing off of it. So down the road, I'm going to see if I can find just that socket. But I got those for like working on rims and stuff. So yeah, I just kind of move things around. All my swivel sockets are up front now in front of my chrome ones. So just cleaned it up a little bit, changed it a little bit, and I like that a lot better. So I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, hammers haven't changed. So for the most part, that's all that's really changed. Is I just kind of clean things up and rearrange things a little bit. Just to make things better. I rearranged my chisel a little bit too. This is where my OCD is kicking in, but I rearranged them better for size. So like that's just me being bored and needing something to do. But so yeah, that's where I'm at. You know, down the road, I still might be getting the top for that Snap-on. Plus, I still have the old 2 toolboxes that I used to use. They're in my garden shed and they're empty right now, but the way these cupboards are, they wouldn't fit there. So that's why I was looking at maybe getting one of those longer, shorter ones, because they would fit underneath these cupboards really nice here. But, you know, this holds everything. It's just maybe not the best ideal layout to have it, but it works. So anyway, sorry I'm really close to the toolbox right now. I got my truck here in the shop. I'm waiting for window regulator come in. The window regulator gave up the ghost again the other day, and this will be like the 3rd or 4th time I've had to replace this window regulator. It always seems to be the driver's side. So I had it taped up, and then the tape, it got really cold the other day, so the tape failed, so I brought it into the shop. So here's the old one. You can see that this cable got wrapped around the thing here. It actually came out in a few pieces, so it was hooped. It's all kinked and whatnot, so new one should be here in the next day or 2, and then hopefully I can put that back together. I've got enough practice doing that now. Like I said, this is the 3rd or 4th time I've done it, so it's really frustrating, but it is what it is. So anyway, everybody have a good day. Thanks for everybody who keeps subscribing and watching my videos. Still blows me away that, you know, this many people watch this crap that I put on here. They're not the best. I always just video them on my phone, and I know the camera works really shaky, but everybody have a good day. Thank you.